Hey guys, it's me. I don't know how much video I have on here, but I was going to address the recent tragedy of Christina Grimmie, beautiful woman. So sad what happened to her. And the Orlando victims at Pulse. I went to school at UCF, University of Central Florida in Orlando. I went to Pulse once with friends, like, in college. Great club, great people. And, like, I want to dispel the notion that, like, not all the people there are gay. Like, I'm bisexual, but, like, I was there with, like, a straight friend when I went. I went with my friend Kristen and Nick and I think somebody else. But anyway, God, I feel for fucking the victims and the people in the hospital. I hope they get better. And it's just such a tragedy. And what's crazy about the whole situation is that now, I wanted to wait a couple days to find out until all the facts came out, that, wow, dude was gay. He was fucking gay. And, like, people are going, oh, well, is it hate crime? Yeah, it's a fucking hate crime. Like, it doesn't matter, like, if you're gay. Like, if you're going against your own people, it doesn't matter. It's a hate crime. Like, he hated himself. So, it was a hate crime against himself, but he projected it out onto other people. So, and the horrible fucking tragedy of Christina Grimmie. God, what a great fucking singer. Great voice. Beautiful fucking woman. God, it's such a tragedy, but I just want to address that, and I love you guys, I miss you guys. I'm sorry I've been kind of MIA lately, but I'm going to do a quick rehab story to give you a precursor to how I got on Suboxone. Okay, so, hold on a second. Sorry guys, okay. Had to get a trusty cigarette. It's going to give me esophagus cancer and gum cancer. But anyway, okay, so I've gone to 4 rehabs in total. 2 in Tennessee and 2 in Florida. I went to, okay, so first, when I was in 2008, I believe, I got a medical discharge out of college, and my dad was like, well, you need help, so he rescued me out of there, which is great, I guess, even though my pregnant friend Kristen actually ended up finishing her degree. What irony in that, right? 'Cause she was worse act than I was. But anyway, that's besides the point. Okay, so first rehab I went to was Cornerstone in Tennessee. Great rehab. It was ranked 3rd best in the nation. I think I mentioned this before, but great rehab. I went to the halfway house. And then I decided, hey guys, you know, this was early on, right when I got out of college. I was like, hey, peace, niggas. You know, like, I pretty much got kicked out because I couldn't get a job in like 2 weeks in a tiny ass town, Louisville, Kentucky, or Louisville, Tennessee. There's like no jobs. They gave me 2 weeks to get a job. I got a job. The guy molested me. He almost raped me. And, like, I couldn't tell them that. I didn't want them to press charges on him. Because he owned a business and shit. Which might be bad on my part, but whatever. So, okay, after that, my dad was like, oh, whatever. So, the minute I got out, I relapsed, of course. I ended up going on a... No, not then. Okay. So, then I went home. Did some drugs, whatever, and then my dad sent me down to Davie, Florida, which hosts Recovery First. Great rehab, can't complain. I had a great counselor named Marge. Me and her collided because, you know, we're of the same caliber, you know, we're very aggressive and stuff, and she taught me a lot. I would sit in her office and read the DSM-4 at the time. I know there's a DSM-5 now, but back in the time there was DSM-4. And, anyway, so after Recovery First, what happened? Let's see. I went to the halfway house, and I did good for a while. Got a job at Sawgrass Mills Mall, which if you Floridians know, it's a great mall. I worked at TJ Maxx, fucking great job. And then, let's see, then I got a roommate named Debbie. And she kept talking about, oh, I want to get high so bad, I want to get high so bad. She was a fellow heroin addict. And she just got to my head. You know, it's not her fault, but she got to my head. So, so I ended up relapsing. She invited me to a party. My dad came down to get me. And, before that, sorry. I went to the doctor and got Xanax because, like, I'm a master manipulator for doctors, and that's an awesome quality of mine, right? Not. I got Xanax, and I was getting fucked up, and I'll never forget. I pulled up at like 7 a.m. I'd spent the night at my best friend or my ex-best friend's Nick's house, and got drunk as fuck. I was doing Xanax. I pulled up straight like this. Pulled up. The house was here, and I puked into my drink holder in my Camry. And like she was standing right there. I didn't even see her. She came walking out and she saw me like, ugh. And she was like, "Okay, you're out. You know, like you can either go back to rehab or you can leave." And I was like, "Well, fuck it. I'm gonna leave. I wanted to get high so bad, like." If you fellow addicts know, like, I've never in my life had this feeling where, like, I have to get fucking high. Like, I had to get high. Like, nothing was going to stop me. So, like, I didn't even have a phone. I was texting on my dad's phone, like, to give me pills. I wanted to take some pills back up to Tennessee. Well, he found me out and was like, no, you're not going to need pills. I was like, well, fine, then I'm staying down here in Miami. Or Davie, whatever, Hollywood, Davie, Miami, whatever. And he drove 13 hours down. I've discussed this before. I've discussed this story, and sat and was like, and smoked cigarettes with me until the sun went down, begging me to come home, and I should have. And then that's when I proceeded to go to Debbie's party, overdose with a needle in my arm. And Debbie, thank God, called the fucking cops. Thank God. Not many people do that, but bless your heart. Thank you, Debbie. I can't remember her last name, but thank you, Debbie. Then I was like home for 7 days, and then that scared the fuck out of me, right? So then I went to an awesome place, best rehab I've ever been to. $2,500 down by my dad, which robbed him at that point. I mean, he was fucking draining money from this rehab shit, sending me money, prescriptions, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, so then I did West Palm Beach recovery. They would cook you like fresh fish and shit. I know I talked about this before, but fresh shrimp and shit. It was fucking awesome. That was when I was in Seroquel. And they had like a room where like with snacks for like nighttime if you want to go in there and get a snack before you go to bed or whatever. Well, I would go in there fucking like 3-4 times a night like zombified. Like, I'm going to get my Oreos, chips, granola bars. I'd wake up. I fucking wake up, there's like wrappers all in my bed. I'm like, oh, fuck. So, did that good, did the inpatient, and because I did the inpatient, my dad sent me to a government-run facility called JUNKIE'S in Chattanooga, where I met my wonderful husband, who's over there, Justin Ballinger. He's my baby. And, I was scared shitless. I was clean. That was the longest time I was clean for, 6 months, and I was scared shitless. And then I met my wonderful husband, and thought he was just the cutest junkie shuffle in the world. He had the cutest junkie shuffle. He was drowning off methadone. So he was an inpatient at the time. But then when he got into outpatient, or the halfway house, we were, and then. I relapsed and all that, and because I was in love, love causes you to relapse. That's why they don't like fraternization, and that's why the 13th step in AA is like, the unknown fucking shit, where you get in a relationship at AA or NA, and like, it's like not, it like fucking sends you in a world. But anyway, thank God our relationship worked out. So I was at JUNKIE'S for about 8 months, and then I eloped with my husband, or my boyfriend at the time, Justin, and I went back up to Tennessee and proceeded to party the fuck off. We had a long distance relationship. He was dealing with some court issues at the time. we thought he was going to jail. He thought he was going to jail. So, like, I was like, well, I don't know if I want to be with him, you know. But it ended up he beat the charges, which is, that's my Justin. That's my baby. But, we had a long-distance relationship. That's my rehab story. The only thing I have to say is it's pretty bullshit how they, like, I know they want to make you get better and shit with, like, their medications, like, antidepressants, all that. But, like, the Seroquel, like, they should have taken me off of it. Like, they should have taken me off of it when I gained, like, 100 pounds. They should have taken me off of it, but they didn't. So that's why I have fucking deflated breasts. I know I'm 28, so they're not that bad, but hopefully I can get my tit implants or breast reduction surgery soon. But anyway, that's just the point. So that's my rehab story. Funny story. In recovery first, in Davie, I met the only person I ever met in rehab who was a gambler addict. He was a gambler and alcoholic. And that man, he was like 46 probably, 46 to 50 years old. And he had lost his whole family. He had lost his house, everything through gambling. And, like, I never really thought that, you know, like, I never had a problem with gambling. Like, I've gone and gambled myself in Lake Tahoe and shit back when I was, like, 18. I've gambled in Costa Rica. And, like, I've never had a problem with it, but you realize that, like, hey, everybody has different problems. Like, sex addicts, they have sex addict problems, and, like, gamblers, they have gambler problems, and, like, addiction is so wide, like, it's such a range of different things you can get addicted to. If you have an addictive personality, you can get addicted to anything. But that's my rehab story. I love you guys. And again, much love and prayers to the victims of the Orlando shootings and their families. And I hope the people in the hospital get better. And Christina Greamy, we love you guys. We love you. And you're so beautiful. And I know you're in heaven right now, singing away to God and the angels. Because you are an angel. You're so fucking beautiful. Again, the fact that that fucking Muslim was a fucking, the fact that Muslim was gay himself is, like, I was telling Justin last night, the most cliche irony you can fucking get, right? I mean, like,
it's not a cliche, but
it's like, it's like they're trying to, and I heard that, like, they told his current wife, the FBI told her not to, that they didn't even want to hear anything about the gay shit, because they probably want to pin it all on the Muslim shit, and it's not even that. He was a shitty Muslim. He went and drank. He was gay.
He pledged allegiance to not only Hezbollah but
ISIS. He pledged allegiance not only to Hezbollah but to ISIS, which is hilarious because they hate gay people. And stop.
They hate each other. Hezbollah is Shiite, ISIS is...
Okay, Justin, stop. God. Nobody wants to hear about the fucking politics of Hezbollah and ISIS. Anyway. I love you guys, and hope you guys are having a great night. And again, much love to the families, and fuck you. Oh, God, he's such a fucking dick. Alright, love you guys. Much love and peace. Hope you enjoyed my rehab story. It was shitty, but whatever. Peace. Ha 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 ha.